In the 1930s, American scientists began an experiment they believed would save lives. Instead, it destroyed thousands and continued for nearly 40 years. This wasn't a secret lab hidden in a movie plot. This was a real U.S. government experiment, officially approved, involving real people who were never told the truth. And what makes it even worse? Many of those people trusted the very system that was harming them. In 1932, during the Great Depression, the U.S. Public Health Service launched a medical study in Tuskegee, Alabama. The stated goal was to understand how syphilis progressed in the human body. At the time, syphilis was a serious disease, but it was already treatable. The men involved, however, were never told that. The study recruited 600 poor African American men. 399 of them had syphilis, and 201 did not. They were told they were being treated for something called bad blood, a vague term that meant almost nothing medically. In return for participating, they were promised free medical checkups, free meals, and burial insurance. For men struggling to survive during the Great Depression, it sounded like help. But there was one thing they were never given: treatment. The doctors running the study never intended to cure them. Even worse, when penicillin became a proven and widely available cure for syphilis in the 1940s, the researchers deliberately withheld it. Doctors were instructed not to help. Local hospitals were told to refuse treatment. The men were watched as their conditions slowly destroyed their bodies. Here's the most disturbing part. The experiment was originally supposed to last 6 months. It lasted 40 years. As time passed, the men grew sicker. Some went blind, others suffered mental breakdowns. Many died painful, preventable deaths. And the damage didn't stop with them. Their wives were infected. Children were born with congenital syphilis. Entire families suffered, all because stopping the experiment would have meant admitting it was wrong. To the researchers, the data mattered more than human lives. For decades, no one outside the program knew the truth. The study continued quietly, year after year, until 1972, when a whistleblower finally leaked the details to the press. When the story became public, the reaction was immediate and furious. Americans were horrified that such an experiment had been allowed to continue for so long. Only then was the study stopped, not because it was completed, but because it was exposed. The fallout was massive. Survivors and families filed lawsuits. Trust in the medical system was deeply damaged. In 1997, 65 years after the experiment began, President Bill Clinton issued a formal apology on behalf of the United States government. But the damage had already been done. The Tuskegee experiment permanently changed medicine. Modern ethical laws, informed consent rules, and research protections exist today largely because of what happened here. And even now, the effects remain. Distrust in medical institutions still exists, especially in communities that remember this betrayal. What happened in Tuskegee proves one thing clearly: science without ethics is dangerous, progress without humanity is deadly, and the most frightening part of all? This didn't happen centuries ago. It happened within living memory. Do you think this experiment should have been stopped sooner? Comment yes or no. And if you enjoy stories that uncover the darker truths of history, new SnapFacts videos drop every Sunday.